Welcome back. Have the opportunity and pleasure to visit with Milestone Financial Group, building real wealth. But let's talk about pumpkin spice. Oh my gosh, pumpkin spice. Everything is pumpkin spice.
Isn't it?
Pumpkin spice and price tag. So where are we going to start with this, Denise? Where are we starting here?
You know, it's fall, and with that comes pumpkin spice. What'd you say, Diane?
Pumpkin spice and everything
Pumpkin
nice.
spice.
There you go. Yes.
You know, and so we said, well, why would you want to talk about pumpkin spice on a financial show? But the reason we're going to talk about it is those little fall splurges.
Mm-hmm.
It's the perfect storm, you know. Those little costs feel harmless, you know, but when they pile up, families and businesses both wonder, where did all our money go?
Absolutely.
You know?
Well, let's talk about it. So, sneaky seasonal spending.
I
Denise.
tell you, have you been to Fairway to the grocery store?
I have been to the
Oh
grocery
my
store.
gosh. The pumpkin spice everything. Apple cider donuts, which are delicious, by the way, you know. But, I mean, the seasonal decor, the wreaths and the gourds and the pumpkins and the flowers, and then it's Halloween and there's candy and there's inflatables you can put in the yard and skulls and skeletons, and there's fundraisers and there's fall sports events and there's tailgating and there's fall festivals
All these wonderful
and
things,
corn
right?
mazes and pumpkin patches, and you know, believe it or not, 1 or 2 don't hurt, but 5 or 10, it adds up way faster than you even realize.
Absolutely.
You know, we've seen families in January who can't believe how out of hand things got from October to December. And, you know, they can't figure out, well, why is our money so tight? Well, part of that is all those seasonal expenses that just kind of snowball. It starts out, we're going to the pumpkin patch. Oh, wait, it's $20 to park. Oh, wait, you want to carve a pumpkin?
Yes.
That's an additional $20. Oh, you'd like to have s'mores? Oh, that's an additional, you know, all those little things add up. And that's where the train kind of runs off the tracks a little bit.
Absolutely. So, Diane, talk to me about the impact on families of these little incremental
These little
expenditures.
things
That
that
add
like
up.
to add up.
Yes. Talk to me about that.
Well, try to stay on a budget. You know, try to set aside some fun money if you can. You know, just you know, 10, 20, can't even say that. You need 50, 100 bucks. Set that aside because we know how much those things cost. So, and you know, and it starts in October. Actually, I think sometimes it starts more September when you start sending the kids back to school. You've got that, you know, then you start having the football games, you know, then you have the Halloween parties, and then before you know it, we're into Thanksgiving and Christmas. So, yeah, fall is just it's a tough time, but, you know, you got to be careful of the debt hangover also. You know, swiping that card, it's just so easy.
Yes, it is.
It's just a swipe of a card and ta-da, it's yours, you know?
Yeah.
So, yes, you just got to be mindful of that because, you know, that bill does come once a month, and especially in January, you don't want to feel that added stress after the holidays and everything.
So from the small business side of things, Denise, what are we looking at there with our pumpkin spice and everything?
Oh, you know, it all, you know, and fall is a great fundraising time for a lot of our charitable institutions. You know, that there are churches looking for additional money. There are groups looking for sponsorships. There are dinners and there are raffles and there are all these kinds of things. Oh, if you could just donate a basket of goodies this year, you know. The seasonal marketing pushes, you know, oh, would you like to sponsor this for Christmas or for Thanksgiving, or we're going to run this for this holiday. And, you know, those things are great, but they also can put a big chunk out of your cash flow that's going on in your business. And I think I can say this as a business owner. I don't think I can. I can say this as a business owner. But it's easy to get in December and you go, whoa, wait a minute, because you've got employees that you want to reward with Christmas gifts, and you've got clients that you'd like to give a special thank you gift to being your client to. And all these kind of things, all these appreciations and sponsorships and all that kind of stuff can really bog down a small business budget.
Yes.
And so you've really got to plan. And it's not that you're not generous, but don't turn your generosity into stress. And so we've actually seen clients come in January who are so discouraged because they let October, November, December just wreck
Yes.
everything that they had done for the year. And, I go back to something Dan Miller says. Doesn't matter what you did yesterday. What matters is from today forward.
Fall is a great time of year. We've had the hot summer. Now we're cooling off. We can enjoy the pumpkin patches. We can enjoy the football games and the cooler weather. But just remember, have a budget and everything's going to be great. And
Yes.
it'll be pumpkin spice and everything nice.
Nice.